David has told me, before we get back to the people, we have a situation behind the glass. Odyssey.com rewind if you missed anything. We did open up with Mel Tucker's lawyer going full lawyer. And really, if you're a State fan, what do you have left in the gas tank at this point? I mean, just overall. And it's really just apathy for me. I mean, I'm disgusted with Tucker, and I hope he gets what's coming to him by way of nothing. But the school itself, no president, don't have a strong AD, no belief they'll get the coaching search right. Kind of feels like Apple Orchard Saturdays. But, David, you're telling me we have a situation behind the glass? Kenny, yes?
Yeah, Kenny's he's not too happy with your rankings in Georgia.
Oh, no.
Rico.
Come on. All right, hold on. Well, then let the man speak. Okay. It's his radio.
I would have put him at 2, not 4. All right. I think the two teams that you have. And by the way, for relevancy's sake, you said Texas, they beat Alabama. It's all because it's a power rank, right? Mm-hmm. Who's doing better right here, right now? Texas, no problem at number 1. Zero issue. Okay. SC, Florida State, problem. Who is Florida State looking bad against, and where's SC's defense? At least Georgia looked bad against an SEC team now.
Okay, but yeah, Florida State beat an SEC team.
Congratulations.
They destroyed an SEC team.
What does it matter?
Well, you're talking about, okay, congratulations. You beat South Carolina. They destroyed LSU. Are you serious right now?
Also, my head coach does not need a legal team like yours does.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Come on. I mean, we're emotional right now.
I mean,
too soon, Kenneth.
It'll be real interesting to see what happens when Georgia beats the powerhouse of UAB this weekend, where they fall in your power ranks.
Yeah, hey, Kenny, you're laughing. Guess where Mel Tucker will probably end up on the staff? At Georgia.
Don't make me say it.
At Georgia.
All right.
Okay. That's fine.
Kenny.
No, it's not. I don't think you want to employ that man.
It's not.
You haven't played anybody, and the South Carolina game didn't look that great. You won.
Can I say?
You're 4.
Can I say this? Because Kenny, this is good that he's bringing this up, because in a lot of ways, whether it's Georgia or U of M, it's the same thing. And here's what I mean by it. I don't know what I'm supposed to take out of their games. Now, Kenny made a point. If Kenny wants to say his team is bored, he's earned the right. They've won 2 straight national titles. But if you're a Michigan fan, you don't get to say that, because you've embarrassed yourself in the playoff back-to-back years. If you're a Michigan fan, where are you with this team? And look, I'm openly telling you I don't know. I still believe the Big Ten goes to Ann Arbor. I still refuse to back a James Franklin coach team. And I think the shoe polish in Ryan Day's beard has gone to his brain. So, yes, I still think you're the best in the Big Ten, but that doesn't mean a hill of beans about you doing anything other than bleeping yourself when you get to the playoff again. I want to know where you're at. Like, I watched the Bowling Green game. JJ throws 3 picks. It's 7-6 in the middle of the second quarter. It's, 14-6 or whatever at the half. I'm going, what am I supposed to take from this?
Yeah.
There have been stretches against these 3 teams where they don't look good running it. You had JJ against ECU go, 26-28 or whatever it is. Who cares? You may as well show up at the Cott family picnic. You'll complete 26 of 28. I want to know from Wolverine fans, because in a lot of ways, look, Kenny's upset going, you're not respecting my team. My answer to Kenny would be, you're not respecting yourself. You're not playing anybody. You look like you're on Quaaludes, and I don't know what I'm supposed to say. So now in fairness to Kenny's team, they played what I think is a bowl caliber conference opponent in South Carolina. And while losing at the half, stormed back and won it by double digits. I can at least say, okay, there's a floor. Is Rutgers a bowl team? No. Are any of the 3 teams they've played to start this year? Absolutely not. So what I guess I would ask Michigan fan is, what would you like me to say about your team? Tell me. Because I don't know what any of us are learning.
I don't. And it's just that. It's like, I think you'll probably end up being the best team, because I think Penn State will fade in November, but I don't take anything away from this game, because at least if you're that good, and Kenny, this is why your team is fourth in my power ranking, you should look like you're the best.
Are you ready for this? Hot take or real? I'm asking the gallery. Michigan will not face a bowl team in the next 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. Rutgers, not a bowl team. Nebraska, not a bowl team. Minnesota's very iffy. If you want to say yes, I'm okay with that. Indiana, no. MSU, no. Purdue, no. That takes you to November, what is it, the Penn State game?
Yeah. Was that November
11th?
11th? Yeah.
So you could potentially face no bowl now again.
Which means you'll be bored until November 11th.
And my problem is I don't know what Rico is supposed to say. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you. I know the Big Ten's very bad.
Well, here's the thing. If I see the amount of effort like I saw out of Washington Huskies, okay, you know what? We're playing bad teams, and we're going to show you we're dominant. We are so much better than you. This will not even remotely be a game.
Right. They gutted Boise, and they gutted State.
Right.
They went on the road. At least they've done a couple of things.
I don't get that from the Michigan games where, yeah, you're winning, but you pull away in the fourth quarter and you do something. It's like I don't see the dominance that I was expecting out of Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards and that tandem in the running backs. It's like I'm not seeing it. And Mike, I told you for the listeners, I get out. I'm leaving the Spartan Stadium and I'm talking to Mike and I'm like, well, what's the deal with the Michigan score? Is JJ in concussion protocol? Like, is he not in the game? And he's like, no, he just sucks tonight.
I mean, it's kind of true. So David, you're a Michigan fan. The first thing people say is, oh, Sparty. No, F that. Because I believed in your team when none of you did 2 years ago going to Columbus. I picked you to win the damn game. Money line, no points. Took TJ's money. Don't play that with me. But this schedule is an embarrassment. The way you're playing is uninspiring. Kenny's upset about his team. I guess to me, Georgia and Michigan are kind of the same thing in that haven't played anybody. At least Georgia's played a conference opponent that'll make a bowl, and Georgia's got the national titles and the right to say maybe they're bored. You don't. David,
no,
where are you?
All. And I'm tired of hearing that message coming out of Ann Arbor that they may be bored and it may be that. I don't care, because here's my thing as a Michigan fan. No game, you're not going to play a game that's going to be perfect. Not everything is going to go absolutely 100% right. But what I want to see is dominance against the teams that we're playing. And I have not seen the dominance, let alone the last game where we're throwing 3 interceptions in the first half. What are we doing?
David,
I
ECU,
need to see it.
UNLV, like these are bad teams, and you can only play the teams on your schedule. But yeah, the game should be over at halftime. The team, hey, if you guys want table scraps, we're not even going to put our starters back in. You can fight it out with our third string and make it look good. But you should go into halftime up 35, 40 points knowing, yeah, this team had no shot. Now, I don't get that. It's difficult for me to really take anything away from what you're doing. So I can't say if you're really good. I don't know. I don't know.
And I also don't want to hear from Michigan fans saying, well, Harbaugh's been suspended. He's been coaching every week but Saturday. So that's not the reason why you're not dominating. That's not the reason why you're not scoring. What are you doing?
The other thing is I'll still rank them the best team in the Big Ten, but that ain't got nothing to do with your goals. Blake Corum said it's natty or bust. Well, here right now, I'll tell you one thing. Go on the same field as Texas, they bust your ass.
Florida State.
I still would take Florida State.
Yeah.
Because at least there's a burden of proof here for U of M. And if the schedule's bad, you still have to look impressive. I can't say the way they've played has been impressive. Oh, we had a weakling call up and then hang up. Oh, Sam, it's probably best for you hung up. Stop bashing Michigan.
I really
no one
hear
bashed
what Sam
him.
had to say.
No one bashed Michigan.
How did you bash Michigan by saying you can't take anything away from their games? They're probably the best team in the Big Ten, but I don't know what I'm looking at. That's not bashing Michigan.
My whole point is I'm grading you out against the teams I think you're going to face in the playoff.
Right. That if I put you and said right here, right now on a neutral field, are you beating this team? Are you beating Texas? I don't think so. Are you beating Florida State? I don't think so. Are you beating USC? I don't think so.
I do.
Oh,
I think USC's a fraud. I know that's a hot take, but I've held it all summer.
You know what? Georgia? No, I don't think you're beating them. I don't think you're beating Washington. But you got an opportunity.
Now, maybe Michigan turns into a transformer when they play Penn State, and you go, okay, this is real. But see, this is part of the problem I have with the sport at large. Nobody plays anybody anymore. And it's like, I've also said this, and I know. I feel bad if you're a ticket holder. Because, like, that game Saturday night, Bowling Green.
You gave those tickets away.
You donate them to the Boys and Girls Club.
Now, here's the beauty of it. Here's the beauty of it. When the other teams come into conference, now your schedule is going to get better. So you got held hostage the last 2 years to keep your seats for next year and on. They should give you a discount, but nobody ever gives you a discount.
Hit them.